This research paper, titled, How Large Language Models Are Changing MOOC Essay Answers, a comparison of pre- and post-LLM responses, was authored by Leo Lapanen from the University of Helsinki, Lili Anamo from Haga-Helia University of Applied Sciences, Arto Hellas from Aalto University, Jukka K. Nurminen from the University of Helsinki, and Linda Manila from the University of Helsinki. It was published on April 18, 2025. The abstract begins by noting that the release of ChatGPT in late 2022 sparked significant activity and concern in academic and educational communities. Some view it as a breakthrough for information retrieval and computer-assisted learning, given its ability to generate human-like text that often appears factually accurate. Others worry about potential increases in academic dishonesty and cheating. In this study, the authors quantify the effects of large language models, or LLMs, on online education. They analyze a multi-year dataset of student essay responses from a free university-level massive open online course, or MOOC, focused on AI ethics. This dataset includes essays submitted both before and after ChatGPT's release. Their findings show that ChatGPT's launch coincided with notable changes in the length and style of student essays. These changes mirror observations in other areas, such as academic publishing. Additionally, as expected from public discussions, there were shifts in the prevalence of key content words related to AI and LLMs in the essays. However, the general themes or topics discussed in the essays remained largely consistent, as identified through dynamic topic modeling. The paper's keywords include large language models, student essays, and MOOCs. Moving to the introduction, it discusses how languages and vocabularies have always evolved through cultural development, historical events, and social interactions. Today, large language models like ChatGPT are influencing languages in new ways. This could affect the future of languages, as new models are trained on AI-generated content, and people are increasingly exposed to such text in their learning processes. The authors point out that AI-based changes in vocabulary are already evident. For example, LLMs tend to favor certain words over others. The rapid development of generative AI has led to widespread adoption of LLM-based tools. ChatGPT, in particular, had the fastest user growth in Internet history, reaching 1 million users in just 5 days back in late 2022. By July 2023, it had 100 million weekly users, according to OpenAI's CEO Sam Altman. As of December 2024, ChatGPT.com sees around 4.97 billion monthly visits, making it one of the world's most visited websites, ranking 8th. These tools are commonly used as writing aids by various groups, including university students. Recent research has highlighted the influence of LLMs on academic texts, job applications, and student-produced content. Most studies on LLM versus human-produced content in educational settings have used specially created datasets, but this paper takes a different approach by examining changes over time in a real-world course. Specifically, the authors analyze student essay responses from a free MOOC on the ethics of AI, which has been running since late 2020. This is, to their knowledge, the first study to investigate language changes in MOOC essays around the introduction of LLMs using longitudinal data. They focus on quantifying the impact of LLM-based tools by comparing essay responses before and after ChatGPT's release. The overarching question guiding this work is, how have essays submitted by students changed following the release of ChatGPT and the broader emergence of LLM-based tools? In the background section, the paper explores the impact of technology on everyday language. It explains that societal changes shape language and vocabulary through our interactions with the world, as well as through historical events like wars and pandemics. Technological progress has historically had a similar effect. For instance, the Industrial Revolution introduced technical terms for new machinery and innovations that became permanent parts of our dictionaries. Early communication technologies, such as printing and broadcasting, introduced new conventions, but the Internet's influence is unique due to its speed and reach. Dictionaries now frequently update to include terms from online culture. As an example, the word selfie was first used in 2002 and was later named the Word of the Year by Oxford Dictionaries in 2013, reflecting how digital trends quickly enter mainstream language. The paper draws parallels between these historical shifts and the current wave of AI-driven changes. It cites various sources to support this, noting that LLMs are accelerating language evolution in ways that could reshape education, communication, and content creation. Overall, this research provides a detailed examination of how tools like ChatGPT are altering student writing in online courses, with implications for educators, policymakers, and the future of AI ethics education. The authors emphasize the need to understand these changes to address potential challenges, such as maintaining academic integrity, while harnessing the benefits of AI for learning.